Hey y'all, Jennifer Marie here at Jennifer Marie Budgets. How are y'all doing today? If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. As always, I appreciate you and I'm grateful for you. Today on my channel, we are going to talk about my debt payment plan and going over the debt payments from February 2025. Even though the month is not over, I am so excited to share that due to some extra income and my income tax refund, I was able to get a really huge jump on all my debt, and I am done making my payments for the month of February already. So let's go over that today. So here on my channel, if you're new, I am on a debt-free journey and I utilize the cash budgeting system. I utilize cash wallet and try to spend utilizing cash for the most part. I utilize savings challenges, and now that I'm not debt-free, but now that I have taken a chunk out of my debt, as you will see in this video, I will be able to utilize sinking funds now. So this is very exciting for me. So let's review from January. This is where I was in January. I had some credit cards and loans and pay-in-fours. My total was $37,991.86. So I did add some things, unfortunately, and spend more in January to the beginning of February. And so my total for the start of February, as of February 19th, which is when I started my debt payment plan, was $37,573.93. So let's go over the order of importance here. QVC, I had a balance of $103.40. That varies, and that was number one. These are in order from smallest to least, as if I were to do the snowball method. Maurice's credit card was $138.11 with a minimum payment of $37 a month. That was number two. My paying for Klarna's was $176.07. That varies, minimum payment, order number three. My Capital One Quicksilver at the time was $392.01. Minimum payment $28, and that was number four. My Verve MasterCard was $423.90. Minimum payment $45 a month. Order number five. My Capital One Platinum credit card was $459.22. That was $25 a month, and that was order number six. My Upstart loan was $982.25, and that was $41.17 minimum payment a month, and that was order number eight. My Affirm's total was $1466.87 at the time, and that varied, and that was number seven. My Trademark debt consolidation was $12,214 at the time, and I pay $137.50 bi-weekly, and that's number nine. My car loan is $21,194.30 balance, and that's $539 a month, and that is number 10 on the list, and that totaled $37,573.93. I also found out that I had a couple other debts that I started writing down, but I did not write all of them down because I made lots of extra debt payments, as you will see. So anyway, how are y'all doing? That just goes over the debt payment plan, my original debt payment plan for February. And I made these numbers. I kind of, thankfully for the friction pen, I was able to erase throughout the month and do this. I did not do it at the beginning of the month, but I will be doing March's at the beginning of the month and then at the end of the month as well. And I made this as of February 19th, like I said, because that's when I got my extra income. And I was not expecting my income tax refund till the beginning of March, and I was not really expecting to tackle a lot of this debt until that time. So that was a surprise to me. So let me just take a sip of coffee here. All right. So I did not pay in order specifically because I did have extra income. I will give you that specific number, which was $4,592 to start. And what I did was, these were my debt payments starting on 2/19/2025. So these were the ones that I paid between 2/19 and 2/20 to start with. And I tackled number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. And then I tackled 2 extra debts that came up that I had in my mail pile. Because I got my income tax refund or notification that my income tax refund was going to come by the 24th. So I kind of got excited and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to get it by the 24th, which is today that I'm recording this video. So I knew that I would have the money soon. So I was starting to tackle other debts that I had. So then I was able, this is number 6, not number 5. So I tackled number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6 on the list because these 2 are together. So that's why I tackled 4 and 6, because they're under my Capital One account. And these were the actual totals at the time. They did not necessarily match the numbers that I had per se at the time. All of these did not match. Like, I still could not make one of the Klarna payments of the total balance, which was $176.07, because one of the payments was still pending that I was already in the process of making. So I had $20.15 left as of the 19th. And I had some medical bills that I had past due, so I was starting to make those. And I was able to pay number 5 on the list and number 8 on the list. I decided I wanted to get that personal loan out of the way because it was one of those high interest loans. So once I got my income tax refund, I guess it came in on the 20th, boom, I started hitting my number 7s on the list. So I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, and 8. Once I got my income tax refund, I could start hitting up my number 7, which were my firms. And I wanted to be very careful the way that I hit this debt because I did not want to flag my account. So I was transferring money into other accounts as not to flag any account and then have to deal with my banks flagging my account for fraud. So I did that. And if you look over, I also decided to pay my cell phones off with Xfinity because my cell phone bills are astronomical. And I also had 2 other collections that I was able to settle on today because coincidentally my car needed to be inspected and I found out that I needed work to be done and it's going to cost me a little bit of money. And I decided to settle on some debt rather than pay it off in full. And it's not that much money that I'm settling on, so it's not going to hurt me a lot. So as of today, the only 2 debts, well, Not the only two, but I'll explain in a minute. I have my debt consolidation that I'm keeping because I still have some things on my credit report that I cannot, that have been on there for a while that are hurting me, that I need to take care of so I'm not getting harassed, that I could not afford to pay on, and I have my car payment. I have one other type of debt, which I will talk about in 1 minute. So, no other consumer debt. I am excited. So, you ready for the total? I'm so excited that I have officially paid off $5,625.41 in debt as of today, February 24th, 2025. What a relief. It would have taken me all year to pay that much money in debt. To even come close to trying to pay any of those off between savings challenges and just monthly payments and things like that. So, oh my God, so excited. Now, I did not just do debt. I did put money in my savings, as I said I would. And I did create my $1,000 emergency fund. I'm going on vacation, so I put $750 on my vacation savings immediately because I have to do airfare. And I did invest $250 into my Acorns Invest for a total of $2,000 automatically into savings, for a total of $7,625.41 between debt and savings. Oh my Lord. So, I don't know about you, but I am so proud of myself. I know when I have gotten extra income or my income tax refunds in the past, no matter how much they were, I immediately just start buying things and spending things, and it's crazy. Like, my kids, they need this, they need that, and they don't. And I need clothes, and I need this, and I need that, and da-da-da-da. Now, do not get me wrong. I have gotten extra household things that I needed when I've gone shopping. Like toilet paper and things like that. Sorry, my throat is dry. So things like that, I have purposely gone out and made sure that I got. When I was already shopping, I made sure that my personal care items for my daughter and myself, were purchased. I still need to stock up on some things, but I'm not, intentionally going on a shopping spree or doing anything crazy like that. I have had some savings challenges and things like that in shopping carts for some time that I've been wanting, things that I've been wanting to do that I did purchase, which you may have seen some things in my expense, which is funny because my hair appointment I paid for with money before I even had my extra income, which was over $200. I had paid for that before I even got this extra income and things like that. So I managed to pay for my very expensive hair appointment before I even had this money, before I even knew when I was getting my income tax refund, before I was even knew when I was getting this extra income, because there's like a 2-week period where you're not sure, where I was unsure when I was getting it. So, yeah, just I've been managing my money much better lately. I'm getting better at tracking my expenses, and now that I am like on this new debt-free journey that is more manageable for me, and I can make some extra payments on things, I can now focus on my third debt that is never my new third debt that I have to focus on, that I've not ever touched, not never, which I've made payments on when I've needed to, is my student loans. Now I am in school, so I don't technically have to pay on it, but there's interest. So I will be making a video just on the student loan interest that I have. I know I've talked about it in the past, but because of all of this debt, I've not even remotely come close to even thinking about that. So I will have some savings challenges that, I will dedicate to my interest on my student loans. So at the end of the month, I can make an interest payment just for that. So exciting to be doing that. And I have a lot of student loans, and I'm not even finished with school. What else? I will be making extra payments on my car at some point, an extra payment on my debt consolidation at some point. I would like to build up now the debt payment, like save up some money towards debt rather than like $25 here, $25 there. I want to actually have a solid payment to do that, if that makes sense to anybody, because it's not like a little credit card or anything like that. It's like larger payments. So if anybody has any suggestions, that would be great. If they've done the debt consolidation thing, or made extra payments towards their car, how to go about that, making sure it goes towards the principal and not the interest, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. I've paid off my last 2 vehicles that I've had outright, not outright, but I've paid off my last 2 vehicles, and had them, for a while. So, well, last 2 or 3, however many vehicles I've had, since I had a repossession when I was younger. So, and I didn't have a vehicle for a few years. So, yeah. I'm just rambling now, but that is my debt payment update for the month of February. How are you doing on your debt payments? And also, what have you been doing with your income tax refund, if you've got it, or what are your plans? Because mine was to get down on debt, put money in savings, and now some of my money has to go to my car. And, I have a little money left over, and I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do with that probably in my next video, possibly. Not sure. Maybe I'll do just a short video on what I'm going to do with that. Maybe I'll do a short. I'm not sure. But thank you so much for stopping by and checking in with me on my debt journey. debt-free journey, and I wish you nothing but kindness, blessings, and gratitude.